Ladies and gentlemen, I am Yuzral, the game is XCOM 2 War of the Chosen. Welcome back. Those of you who've been following this series will notice that there's been a little bit of a time skip since the last one. I put about an hour and a half into the game and then realised that I hadn't actually hit the record buttons on either my audio or my game capture. Whoops. It's a pity really, because that hour and a half included some fairly major developments. For a start, we're no longer in cardboard armour. Yes, we have got ourselves the nice, fancy Warden suit. Yep, there it is, power armour at long last. You'll also notice that Checkmate is now packing the plasma pistol because, yeah, I started developing plasma weaponry as well. Managed to upgrade the rifles and the pistol so far. The storm gun, the Ranger's shotgun, is still in work, but it's coming along, and the beam cannon is after that as well. We've also got the shadow chamber up and running, and we've recruited a second Reaper, so you'll meet her probably on the next mission, all things told. Oh, and Mox and Perry are down in the training centre. Well, allegedly it's target practice. Personally, I think they're just boozing up, and also some of the people acquired the classic XCOM hairstyle. I don't even want to know how much gel that's taken out of the budget. So, all things considered, it's looking pretty good. There's a covert action in place to raid a few more bits and pieces off the Elders. We have 2 days until the beam cannon's research, and then I'm going to take a little side detour into the shadow chamber, get the black site vial and the codex brain decrypted, and we are in a good position, all things being told. We're also working on the United States, because if I can finish up 3 resistance zones and 2 radio relays, all contact with new regions will be made instantly, which basically means that I can, intel permitting, unlock the rest of the map zones. Admittedly, that restricts us to New Brazil, whatever's down in South America, and then across into Australia and Indonesia to finish up. And tactically, well, we've got a line on the Chosen Assassin's headquarters, so we could consider trying to take her out. We're also working on tracking down the Chosen Warlock. And again, we know where he is, we just have to find a way in to take him down and put him out of the game for good. The only slight problem is that between all the new equipment and all the other stuff, I'm kinda broke at the moment. 27 supplies, 29 intel. Okay, America's rich and there's a whole ton of stuff coming in, but that's still 10 days away. So, let's finish up this relay, and we already have a time-sensitive mission to West Asia. Let's see what the options are. Oh yes, of course, the monthly guerrilla ops. So, Dark Tower, we can pass that. I don't like the idea of having a enemy unknown when you've already got Andromedans in the mission. Oh yes, we ran into Andromedans as well. You'll probably get to see those. We also ran into Sectopods, which are even less nice. We could go for that one. That would counter the poison rounds. It would also get us a Ranger Colonel, which would be a useful backup in case Joe gets hit. And last but not least, we have a very difficult, which counters the Hidden Dark event. Only gets us 64 intel, and we don't know what the dark event is, but it could be worse. So you know what? As much as I would like to tackle that one, I think we're going to go for this one, because I do not want Advent throwing poison ammo around. So let's get the team on the go.
The Arctic.
We are heading for the Arctic, and of course we can go west this time, because we're in America. And here we are. Right. So, 2 Reapers. Dragonova, of course, you all know. Van Dyke, by the way, final. It's pretty accurate, and so is she. However, I really don't need to take 2 Reapers on this. So, Dragonova, you are temporarily off the team. And we will bring... who shall we bring? Could promote Big Shot up to Major, but again, we've got a sharpshooter on the team already. And Shady, well, he is only a lieutenant, but he is packing some upgraded gear. He has got some medic skills. Unfortunately, Trojan and Mox are on bomb training, so they're not available. I think we're going to take... Yeah, let's bring Shady... Actually, no. You know what? Let's bring Warden along. Get him some more XP. Unfortunately, he's still only got Tempest Gauntlets. Haven't upgraded any of his stuff yet. He's still on the level 1, level 2 stuff. The magnetic weaponry and the whatever those gauntlets are. But, well, we get him some more XP and get him off the sergeant rank. That should do nicely. 2 sharpshooters, one with Gauss rifle. I am going to give... Actually, that's armor piercing. So I'm also going to deploy... we have a second slot here, so I have a few options. Could give him blue screen rounds, which would do severe damage to any mechs, but it passes up against regular enemies. Or we could give him battle scanners. Okay, we'll go with the blue screen rounds, I think. Just give him something there. And while we're on the topic, AP, EMP bomb as well, in case we need to do something to enemy armor. Flaming rounds, Tempest Gauntlet, Plasma Grenade, they're enough explosives to be getting on with, I think. Yeah, I think we're good to go with this combination. Little heavy on the long-range firepower, if anything. Little short on the explosives, but it's workable. We can go with this.
Sky Ranger deployed.
Or it might be about to go horribly wrong, in which case, well, we'll see. Unfortunately, I do not have the luxury of sitting around for time on this one because, unlike most missions, Advent are going to be shooting up that transmitter that we've got to go in to protect. So, we've got to go in, we've got to find that, and then we've got to kill everything in the way. Commence Operation Twisted Thunder.
We need to move in and eliminate any hostile forces threatening that device.
Yeah, we do.
Hostile
Right.
forces are already moving to destroy the data tap installed nearby. We need to lock down the area and secure the device at all costs.
Right. Okay, so the good news is we're concealed. The bad news is, as I mentioned, we do not have the luxury of time, and that thing is in a really exposed position. I think we're going to have to take this door here that's just marked off and, well, make our way up from there. Final, ironically enough, you are first up. Just risk a double move up to there. Okay, what have we got? There we are. Right, so clear thus far. We'll move the rest of the team up over to this corner. Keep them in cover for the most part. So, bullseye. There you go.
Affirmative.
Widow, stick with him if you don't mind. We are in concealment, but, well, that only works once for the squad. Checkmate. Move up there, double time. I'm pretty sure nothing's going to wander around this corridor here. It's this corner here that might be a problem. Okay, and whoop, Pitbull up into an advanced position. I think she's got a couple of mobility boosts, which is why she's got the extra speed there. And then Warden. You know what? It's in the open. It's extremely bad practice, but we shouldn't hit anything on the first turn. I mean, what could possibly go wrong leaving a squishy Psyker in the open? Well, there's a Sectoid and a Spectre, and the Spectre's pulled out its plasma rifle. Luckily, only one of them's going to shoot it a turn, and this thing comes with plenty of health. So while I can't afford to hang around, neither do I need to panic and blitz in. Okay, final. Check that corridor for me, please. Just want to make sure I can... Oh, she's contacted something. Right, we have an Advent Priest, a Stun Lancer, and a Trooper. But she's got them flanked at the moment. If I go loud on this lot, well, I'll probably be able to take them fairly quickly, and then move the rest of the team up through their location, blow this wall, and then get line of fire onto the other guys. But there's always the, well, it's not a possibility, it's a probability that we're going to have additional cover over there. So on the other hand, if I try and just get round them, if I attempt to engage, I'm going to trigger these guys anyway. So you know what, we're going to take them quick and clean. But we're going to set the team up first, starting with some high ground shenanigans. Off you go, Pitbull. Get yourself up there, take advantage of the stealth while we can. Get some height advantage. Warden, you know what? Hang back for a moment. I don't want to risk him. If they walk this way and I've got Warden on this bridge approach, he is going to get instantly spotted. So we'll move him up there, which will... Well, actually I think Warden's a she, actually, but it's hard to tell under that much armour. Final is in position and ready to go. We'll get Checkmate up onto high ground as well. So she's in a good position to engage. And then we can stack the rest of the team in hard cover by the door. Final, of course, will be completely in the open, but you know what? That is completely tolerable.
Rolling out.
Widow, set yourself up. And there we go. Final is good to go at the moment. We'll actually just move her up there. We'll take the risk with her because she's a range reaper, rather. She's got shadow, and her stealth ability is nothing short of phenomenal.
Vault
so
says I am to obey.
Indeed. Grab yourself some hard cover there, girl. And just to get a flanking position ready to go, we will put Bullseye on this door. So depending on which way they break, Bullseye should have a good flanking shot. Okay, enemy team has moved double time, but they are not clear of the kill zone. Ooh, what is that? It comes with a lot of armour. I'm slightly glad I brought the AP rounds, but there's now two groups over there. Okay. Right, they are flanking at the moment. Checkmate could get them with kill zone. And then we could drop a grenade in, basically blow their cover and severely ding them all up. Yeah, that looks like a good option to go, doesn't it? So, set up the kill zone. Just there. So they are all nicely covered. But, okay. Bullseye does not have line of fire on them in their current position. That's fine by me. Widow. Okay, move up.
Affirmative, moving out.
And set Overwatch. Pitbull, you're our trigger woman on this one. That grenade will be the first thing that happens. And we'll put Final into Overwatch as well. Bullseye is our plan B. Okay. Let us begin with the blammer. I'm going to use the rocket launcher rather than the plasma grenade. Rocket launcher doesn't strip cover, of course, but it does demolish scenery. So, let's find that. None of those guys are armoured. Pull the rocket launcher, and let the fun begin. Stealth is out the window, of course, but these guys are going to go active. Immediately try and break cover, and run right into kill zone. So, first guy eats it. AP rounds, bit irrelevant, but they're not armoured. Okay, next one tries to move, gets hopefully an Overwatch shot in the face. Plasma weaponry for the win, and killzone triggers again. And the priest is toast. And last but not least, well, there was meant to be a third guy over there, but he appears to be rather dead. Oh well, he's disappeared. Unfortunately, what we do not have at the moment is contact on this third guy. So, Bullseye, move yourself up. We need line of sight.
Let's move already.
Okay, we have 1, 2, and 3 corpses. All hostiles down, and patrol is eliminated. And we didn't even have to blow our Reaper's shadow to do it. So she's still good as our point woman. Pitbull, set yourself up on Overwatch. Let's see how many people we've woken up with that little run of shenanigans now. The next fight, unfortunately, is going to be considerably tough. We've got a cover point there we can use. We've got the door... Well, we've got the elevated section there. Line of fire might be a bit dodgy. Okay. Warden. Shift up. Get yourself into position. Sorted. Okay, aliens are now firmly awake. We still don't know what that thing is, and I don't like the look of it. We had enough problems with the sectopods running around. If that thing's nastier than a sectopod, I kind of don't want to know. If you don't mind, ignorance is bliss sometimes. But checkmate, again, will get her to high ground. Okay, and Pitbull... Well, ideally I'd like you skulking around over there. So we'll get Final moved up, get an eye on what's on the other side of this wall. Okay, there is our happy-go-lucky Spectre. Okay, right. Let's leave Final there for the moment. We'll take advantage of the fact there's a brick wall in the way and they can't see anything to just move Bullseye up at double time. None of those groups look active at the moment, and we've got eyes on the site, so... The question is the Spectre going to see her if she tries to manoeuvre across the bridge? I don't think it is. We're not getting any... We're not getting any alerts that suggest it'll pick lines like... if she tries to cross there, it's going to see her. You can just see the little crosshair icon floating up, and that will trigger it. So, instead, we are going to take her the long way round. And while I don't like wasting the time, I don't want that pack triggering. In fact, 2 packs triggering before we are well and truly set up to engage. So, keep the moves coming. Mind you, what we could potentially try is get Widow up into line of sight of whatever that sphere thingy is, and then go for a Haywire Protocol attack, which could get interesting. And the other problem with Warden is that, well, he's primarily a melee combatant. There are mutons over there, and trying to attack a muton in melee, yeah, that's a stunningly bad idea.
The power guides me.
Actually, well, if I'm the power, that's fine by me. Aren't you supposed to fight the power? Anyhow. Hunkered down for the moment.
Holding in place. Moving to Overwatch.
Spectre's going to take another shot on the receiver. Sorted. And then we have another turn in which to get everybody up into position, which in this case is going to boil down to... if I move Bullseye, it's going to set the place up. So, we'll put Elena on Concealed Watch. There we are. Now, can I sneak... this is not really brilliant, because I can move the team up there, but the moment I move there, Spectre's going to see them, and it will very definitely be go time. So, put Widow there. As close as she can get without triggering anything. Then we'll move Checkmate up there. Sorted. Again, they're still nicely blotted to the fact that we're in the general area. Okay, can I get... There we are. So, right, so that's as far as I can go there without getting spotted by the Spec. You can see the little crosshair icon flicking into position when I pop up the... when I move that one extra square. So, set that. And Warden, well, can't actually move him because he'll go through that square. Spectre will see him. So, hunker down. Could just... even Ren's not going to do very much to him. Okay, we'll hunker ward... We'll put, actually, a pistol overwatch for a second. Indeed it does. It will not end until you are dead. And bullseye...
Finally!
Okay, stand ready to go. Pistol overwatch. So...
Covering now.
Next turn is well and truly go time. We'll start by moving... Bullseye up onto the hard cover over here. This will, of course, set off the Spectre. It will bolt, and then we need to decide where it's going to go from there.
Let's do this.
However, it needs to be done. He moves, everything sees him, and all of a sudden...
We've got a line on the target. Move to protect that gear at all costs.
And all of a sudden, everyone's awake.
Compared to some of the other species we've seen. It also gives off very strong psionic readings.
Oh, right. So basically it's going to mess with everyone's head.
Never hide from me.
Okay, the good news is, everyone appears to have jumped out of cover. Well, let me rephrase that. They're flanked. And everyone else...
Target is marked.
Okay, that was interesting. It does not appear to regard gravity as being worth very much. So... let's see, we have a couple of mutons and a lot of targets on the ground floor. So, we are going to move up, get Pitbull into position, like so, and then Pitbull is going to open the banging with a plasma grenade. We can tap, let's see, both mutons and one of the sectoids, demolish a lot of cover, and generally make a mess. Or we could go this way, but no, that will... the mutons are armoured, and no one else, well, except that thing up there, is. So we'll start there, clip both sectoids, and, well, wreck quite a bit of the sewer. I hope we're not about to bring down a load-bearing wall. Okay, we missed one of the mutons, annoyingly. So we can start doing some serious damage at this point. Okay, right. Bullseye. You have a guaranteed kill on that sectoid. Put it down now if you don't mind. Plasma pistol. Well, beam pistol, technically. I'm not keeping count. Right. Haywire protocol, not viable for whatever reason. Combat protocol. 4 damage, bypasses a lot of armor. That thing is not a droid. Ha. Okay. Looks like we are back to the shooty. The only thing she's got line of sight on is the Gatekeeper's shell is closed. It's resistant to damage. Okay, we'll have to think about that in a second. It's got to be vulnerable to something. Right, Elena, I want Sting. And I want you to put that second sectoid in the dirt, if you don't mind. Okay, sectoid is gone. That's about 2/3 of their psionics erased. Now, let's get Checkmate up onto the ladder. Like so. Hard cover again. And we'll take the opportunity to first off fire lightning hands. Hit the Spectre once. AP rounds do their job. And then get a regular pistol shot. Hit it again. Okay. Sorted. Warden. I think you can... well, we'll use Warden to take this thing down. That's not going to kill it. Okay. Right. Okay, right, move Hernandez one square. She's still got hard cover. And what's she got the crit shot on? The muton. Okay, so that's a 79% chance of killing. That's a 90% chance of killing. I'd honestly rather deal with the mutons than the spectres at the moment. That thing's ability to put a target down is frankly ridiculous, but it dodged anyway. So, Warden, plan B, kill this thing. From there, if you don't mind. Okay, so no faked soldier for you, my friend. And he got some loot, and more to the point, he can now duck straight back out of sight using momentum. And he's promoted. Okay, so the Gatekeeper is still active. Okay, it's popped open. It appears to be a giant floating brain with tentacles. And what is Gateway, and why should I be worried about it? Whoa. Okay, it appears to have summoned a zombie. Okay, mutons are moving up. One on Overwatch. And the other is still doggedly trying to take down the objective. Well, he hasn't killed it yet. That's the important thing. Oh, and we have some side zombies to deal with. Well, checkmate. Forget the undead abomination that is coming your way, if you don't mind. I would rather like that thing dead. But first things first, we are going to hit it with a grenade and take some of that armor off. Or we could amplify. Or vault. Okay, right. Well, if we amplify against... he doesn't have line of sight. He's going to have to step out to do that, and that means that this muton's on Overwatch. It's going to have a shot at him. That is not a good thing. So, priority target. That muton on Overwatch, if you wouldn't awfully mind distracting it by, say, shooting it in the head, yeah, that would be welcome. Final, do your stuff. Okay, that should be its Overwatch removed. Did it reveal her? Yes, it did. Surprise. Oh, goody. Right, bullseye. Okay, 97% chance to kill that muton. If I can get another grenade. I can't, but I do have chain shot on the Gatekeeper. And I can get to high ground. In fact, I can get to quite good high ground, which should hopefully... it doesn't give me a flanking assault, but should make the odds of hitting a bit better. Let's do it. Ideally, I want to kill that thing, well, the Gatekeeper, in one turn. Just so it can't do anything like, say, summon a load of zombies. And more points of the zombies die, also this will strip quite a lot of its armour, if it hits. It hit. Okay, so first attack knocks off most of its armour. Second attack knocks off most of its health. And... oh, it went back into the shell. However, that's why Checkmate has armour-piercing rounds. Okay, if you wouldn't mind, girl, just do the honours. That will do very nicely. Yeah, this armour you've got... it does not appear to be dead. That is highly irregular. It is not dead. Warden, if you wouldn't awfully mind running over there and stabbing it in the face, well, the brain, whatever it's using. Okay, those things explode when you kill them. The stuff you learn. On the bright side, he's got momentum, so again, we will just dive him into somewhere behind a brick wall. And then... bullseye, drop this guy. Yoink. Oh.
You see that?
Oh yeah, we saw it. And then, if you wouldn't mind going for the double, this is why we have death from above. Well, alright, moderate injury from above. Widow, just combat protocol it. No sense in taking chances at this stage. And... zap. Zap. Okay, are we secure?
All hostiles are down and the area is secure.
Catching.
Mission accomplished.
Sweet. So aside from that one little thing where the Gatekeeper decided to pull out Gateway and essentially popped a grenade on us, yeah, I can live with that. That is not a bad outcome.
All Advent gene therapy clinics will be closed tomorrow for equipment upgrades. Initial reports that the suspension of services were the result of dissident activity have been dismissed as radical propaganda.
And totally not the fact that they filled up all the human goop files for this month. Okay, so back to the Avenger. And we have picked up, I believe, a new colonel.
Becoming one of our most trusted veterans. It's a testament to our cause.
Indeed. Meanwhile, Okamoto, who is gravely wounded, is also promoted to lieutenant. And okay, there's a chance to deflect incoming shots. Or it may leave behind psionic energy. Or we have sustain if worst comes to the worst. Costs £1. The problem is you need to start killing with a Templar in order to upgrade him. Right. Well, let's go... Let's go with Channel, because bonus focus is always handy. There we are. Okay, meanwhile everyone else needs to go strap a few limbs back on. We did, however, get an Elarium core and a Gatekeeper shell. Huh. Interesting. Seemingly reliant on the shell itself as sensory input. Great. Fine. Wonderful, I think. Maybe. Also an Advent Priest corpse. Yeah. Medical vessels. Yeah, it's basically they're hopped up on side drugs. And immense psionic power. And reverse engineer that. And of course we can now autopsy a priest as well.
Commander.
And more to the point, we've counted the Viper rounds and we've picked up a new Ranger, Colonel Laurent to his friends. Okay, new staffing abilities available. And we have got about 5 days until the A-team's more or less back on their feet. And we can also grab some supplies. Which, you know what, I kinda want to do.
I suppose that's one way to approach a problem you can't solve. Just build a machine to do it for you.
Yeah, I mean, if you can't solve something, build better tools.
Avenger plotting new course.
Right. We're going to go grab this supply cache, because as noted earlier, we are broke. Very broke. And once we've done that, we need to think about hitting another alien facility.
When inspired, our team is actually quite efficient.
When they're not inspired, keep ordering the pizzas. Okay, so we have got some plasma weaponry, and we have to be careful working within the confines of the ship. Yes, well... Okay, they don't seem at all concerned about carrying out unstable ordnance. Okay, we have got the beam cannon. There we are. Oh, and proved cannons breakthrough successful as well. Perfect. Okay, so what we need at this point is more Elarium to research the Plasma Lance, the sniper version. Let's break down... Okay. You know, let's start with a shield bearer. Hopefully this will lead to some better armor designs.
The Advent shield bearers are quite similar to the bulk of Advent's forces, in that they are the product of careful genetic engineering that generally mirrors the human form. Most of their unique qualities come from a difference in equipment and armor. Components I'm sure Shen would have an interest in examining.
Well, try not to slice them up when you're hacking that guy to pieces, then.
Working at the Advent clinics,
sorted.
I saw medical breakthroughs that would have been...
Yes. We know, except it all came at a massive price, and possibly your sanity as well.
Our action together is complete, Commander.
Perfect. So, Captain White is happy, and we've got everyone else back, and we have our first lead on the Chosen Hunter as well.
We've recovered another crucial piece of information about the Chosen.
More to the point, the Templars now like us a bit more.
But steadily, our faith in your word grows, Commander.
Excellent. Well, I'm happy
My
you're
followers and
happy.
your people continue to grow in skill, and now the Resistance can take on more responsibility should you need it.
This might be worth having. Research breakthroughs twice as likely to
Our
occur.
influence with the Resistance factions has motivated them to share some new information on the Chosen.
Sweet. Okay, well, for the moment, we are going to hit the Avatar project again. So, let's put, well, Valentine on the team as a sharpshooter. We'll put this new ranger, Jaws. Actually, we're going to promote him first. I don't want to send an essentially rookie soldier there. Oh, and that's an Andromedan, by the way. We blew it up. And that is a sectopod. We had to blow one of those up as well. It was not a fun experience. They are basically 20-foot high, tall, walking robotic bundles of total party kill. Well, not total party kill for us, obviously, but...
The invasion was one thing. All their advanced technology. They had the drop on us
Okay,
for sure.
what's he got?
But
Blade Master,
there's something we can
yep.
never prepared for.
Actually.
Even with better gear. Between the propaganda, the handouts, and the seemingly endless supply of reinforcing
Shadow Strike
peacekeepers.
doesn't help.
They're
Shadow
nothing but
Step,
trouble
however, no
for
Overwatch triggers. Run and gun, yes please. Even if we are passing up on the ability to go to concealment there. Blade Storm as our defensive option. Untouchable in case he needs to spend a turn out of cover rather, and rapid fire twice in a row with an enemy. Essentially that's the equivalent of the Grenadier's chain shot, a devastating chainmail attack where the first melee cannot miss. Each melee kill gets an extra action, but ooh yes, we will have Reaper, I think. So basically he is a full-on assault machine. What do you expect when they called him Jaws? And that moustache. Ladies. Okay, also we'll do some weapon upgrades. In this case, give him a stock just in case. PCSs? Nope, don't have any. And he's French. Is he? Have I misread that flag? Blue, white, red. Isn't France red, white, blue? Ah, who cares? It's not like those countries legally exist anymore anyway. At least not in this timeline. Okay, so back to the bridge. We'll haul up these supplies and get everyone back on their feet. So Gonzalo's back, McDonald's back.
Step forward in our research.
Yay!
These
What do we
shield
got?
bearers are not all that dissimilar from their various Advent peers. Their armor is perhaps the most distinctive feature differentiating them.
Wonderful. Well, we'll have to see what that experimental armor can do. I have a suspicion that it might be... Actually, no, I think this is the improved nano vest. So that could be worth checking out. We can also grab some other things. Chrysalid autopsies? No, that's just a reflection armor suit. Andromedan wreck? Okay, you know what? I'm thinking we'll go for... I think we'll grab an autopsy on the sector.
From what I've been told, our troops took to calling this large robotic unit a sectopod, under the initial assumption that it was being controlled by a sectoid pilot. On
Not sure I
closer
thought that.
inspection, we can see that is not the case. Not unlike the mechanized Advent units, which were likely derived from the sectopod itself. This machine seems to be entirely autonomous.
Well, lucky hit. Unfortunately, that does mean that we, well, can't take advantage of boom headshotting the pilot. So, I think it's about 5-6 days until we have a supply drop. And we also need to look at some resistance. Oh yes, we need to hit the Avatar project, don't we? Okay, so we need a Sergeant Plus. Now let's go back to what we were actually meant to be doing. So, we're going to send Valentine. We're going to send Jaws, get him the mobility boost, and we'll give them supplies to negate any chance of a capture. And let's have them go wreck an Avatar facility.
My followers will appreciate the support of your soldiers.
Good. So they ought to. And if it does turn into an ambush, well, so be it. 3 days to go on that.
Consider the countless lives that could have been spared had you remained in your place.
Yes. Okay, right, we have our supply drop.
Paying a heavy price with the Chosen running loose. We should do what we can to take them down before they hit again.
Yes. So you keep saying, I am not going into one of those HQs without some top-of-the-line gear. Which we do not have at only 68 supplies. So let's get back up, finish this relay. Yes, I am sure we want to leave. Because we have actually finished scanning. So let's get back over to America. Find ourselves some... Is that... I think it's mostly a Reagan. It's a bit too far north to really be Cali. I suppose that bit there might be. My US geography is patchy. And they've finished the Dark Tower. Well, that's not a massive surprise.
Commander, we have the position of a vulnerable UFO that's set down in this region. If we move fast, there's a chance we could recover a nice haul of supplies and equipment.
Okay. Andromedans, Archons, Spectres, Heavy Mechs, Sectopods, Operation Doom King. Right, I think we are going to tackle that, if you don't mind, and we're going to load up on the blue screen rounds, because Sectopods are... they're trouble. Let's just put it that way.
Arctic territories.
Also, Tickle is back on the job, and so I think is everybody else, so... let's go find ourselves a crashed UFO. Right, we will remove Dragonova from this because Van Dyke is carrying the EMP bomb, and we'll take Checkmate along. She's got the AP rounds. We will give Mox the blue screen rounds, so he's got something. And, well, I'm not sure we're going to have much opportunity for skull mining at this point. Can she load extra ammo? No, but she can load a spare plasma grenade, so that'll come in handy for stripping armor. And of course she has combat protocol for dropping nasty units like, I don't know, heavy mechs. And we'll also give Trojan some dragon rounds, because nothing gets rid of something you want gone like a bit of fire. Actually, no. Change of plan. Venom rounds. We have purifiers in the Shadow Chamber, and they are immune to fire, as you might possibly expect. So we'll give her traces, because that will partially counter the... words are hard. The aim penalty for chain shotting, and besides that, I think the team is good to go. This might be about to go horribly wrong, but let's go find ourselves a crashed alien spaceship. Maybe we can jack it. I mean, it's not like the aliens are going to be using it anymore, is it?
Sky Ranger deployed.
In position to drop.
Okay, begin mission.